my name is Jessica Harvey, and I appreciate you so much for being on this call and just helping your consultant just by watching this and maybe answering a few questions about our business. I appreciate you so much. A couple things. My name is Jessica. Like I said, I've been in Mary Kay for 15 years, actually almost 16 in August. So coming up on 16 years, which is super crazy. I'm also an elementary school teacher. So I've been teaching and doing Mary Kay alongside both of those together for the past 16 years. So I actually became a consultant in like this, I think it was in August, the beginning of August. And then a couple months later, I got hired as an elementary school teacher. So super exciting to be doing Mary Kay and teaching alongside each other. So I can teach, definitely teach you how to do both together. And my goal this next year is to do Mary Kay full-time and work it as a full-time job. So I'm super excited about that. So a little bit about me. I actually went to a Mary Kay party 16 years ago. I actually drove across town to the middle of nowhere to Kansas. I met with my friend, Tim. He had, his brother was getting married and then he needed a date for his brother's wedding. So he was like, hey, you're super fun. Come with me to my brother's wedding. So I drove across Kansas, the middle of nowhere. I got there and I was like, okay, like here we are, I'm going to go to this wedding with you. We're just going to hang out and stuff. And he was like, before that, come to my mom's house, sit down. This is a Mary Kay. She's going to treat you to a Mary Kay session. I'm like, you tricked me. So it was fine. It was the best trick I ever had because I sat down, I started putting on the products, started putting on the cleanser, the moisturizer, all the stuff. And I could not believe how amazing my face felt just after one session. It's like one session, this is one session, and my face feels incredible. And since then, I've been using Mary Kay for 16 years, and my face still feels incredible. It's amazing. The products have literally changed my life. So he said, here's the thing. I think you would be amazing at this business. I'm going to give you a $100 check. If Mary Kay doesn't work good for you in 1 year, you can cash my check. You can do whatever you want, but I think this will be perfect. And then it was only $100 to get started, which now it's not much different, but $100 to get started. So I said, okay, I'll try it for a year. And the one thing that appealed to me is that we could get our products at 50% discount. So I was like, okay, worst case scenario, I will get all my products at 50% off. I love everything. My face feels incredible. I don't have a job yet. I'm trying to become a teacher. So worst case scenario, best case scenario, I will use all the products myself and then I will get 50% product, 50% discount from them. And so I was like, okay, I'll do it just to get the discount. And so then I'm also super price oriented. So my director, Linda, who was running the party, she was like, if you go home, just talk to a couple friends, see if you can get a party together. I'll give you, I don't even know what it was, a little trinket or something. I was like, oh, I'll do anything for a prize. So I got home and like, Mom, please do a party for me. Then I'm like, okay, my sister, will you please do a party for me? So those are my two people. So my mom had a party and she had like 6 friends. I fully remember to this day sitting at the table. I know who she had, what people's names are, everything. So she did a party for me. And then all of those people did a party for me. And then all of those people did a party for me. And then my sister had a party. And then all of those people had a party. And I remember like my sister's friend had a party or was there, and then she had a party, and I remember going to her house. So I started Beth, and then I remember going to Beth's party, and then Beth had her people, and then I remember going to that lady's party, and then soon I was like, oh my gosh, how do I even know this person? And I could like trace it back to that person, to that person, to my sister. And it was so fun because I started meeting people and like getting in this whole realm of like, oh my gosh, that person was from that person, and how did I meet this person, and she was from this one, and how did I meet this one? And it was starting to be so fun. So I was just doing that. I was making money. I was like, holy cow, I just made $100. Now I'm gonna go to a concert. And like then my new why, first it was I started this business so that I can get the products at half off. Then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this business so I can go to concerts. And I remember a top director was like, what is the reason why you're doing this business? And I'm like, to go to concerts. And she's like, no, what's your like deep why? What makes you keep going? I'm like, I've gone to so many concerts. I'm so excited. This is like my extra money. So I got hired as a teacher, and then I actually got hired as a 6th grade teacher, which was not where I wanted to be. I wanted to be elementary. So I kind of just put my Mary Kay business on hold. Actually, I think I got hired in October. So I got hired, kind of put my business on hold. But then people from and by on hold, I just mean I wasn't doing a ton of parties, but people still needed their products. Like my sister was like, I need a refill of her mascara. Then this person needed a mask, and this person needed that. So I was still kind of like fulfilling different orders at that point. And then the ladies in the cafeteria started learning that I sold Mary Kay. The office ladies started learning that I sold Mary Kay. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I wasn't doing active parties because I was trying to survive sixth graders. Try and survive that year. But people were starting to order from me. And since I already had like a little bit of a business going, I was able to give them the products and kind of start my business. So just kind of did that for a little bit. And then for a couple of years, I just was really slow to do stuff. I would do maybe one party a month, but I would still just give people products. A couple of people at school, those people who needed reorders. I was just kind of in a slow and steady kind of business for a while. Wasn't doing anything huge, just slow and steady. So I did that for a good like 2 years. And then I was going to school for my master's. I was kind of finishing up that. I was meeting people for my master's program. Anytime we do like study groups and we do like group projects, I would be like, hey, I'm a Mary Kay consultant. I would have like little lotions like this. That I would pass out to people, my business card, my lotion, and just say, would you be able to try out this lotion? Or I'll just say, here's a little gift for you. Thanks for doing the group project with me. Here's a little hand cream. I also give out hand cream at conferences, at meetings at school, and just kind of like, just try to give things out as I would. I put catalogs in the office. I remember one of the moms came in to check their kid out, and they saw one of the office ladies. She had a Mary Kay catalog on her desk, and she actually was my first team member. So she said, hey, who sells Mary Kay here? And so the office ladies referred her to me, and the ladies were like, oh my gosh, like, that I called her and we did a party, and she ended up being my first team member. So it was so fun how just like doing a little bit and just kind of being like open and aware to everything around me, and kind of just talking to people and being, I was listening for, oh, your hand's dry. Okay, here you go. Oh, your face is dry. Here you go. Oh, your lips are dry. Here you go. So I was always just listening for that. So I really just kept a nice, steady business. And I did that for a good 5-6 years. And then 2017, I was kind of itching for more. I had finished my master's degree. I was doing my Mary Kay here and there. I was kind of just like ordering every once in a while when I could. And then I was kind of just like itching. I was like, do I want to go back to school for my master's again? Do I want to get a second master's? Or what do I want to do? And my director did the best thing ever. She said, I want you to price out how much it would be to get another master's. And then I want you to think about what you could do in Mary Kay if you just worked a little bit more, what you could do if you became a director or did a little bit more through business. So of course I priced out the master's, and it's like, and then I priced out to what I could make in Mary Kay. And I thought, okay, I'm going to try this for, a year and see what I can do. So what I did, and it wasn't huge, I just did more parties. So I averaged about 3 parties a week. I was working on meeting new people. So I would just do a party like we had guest events. So whatever night that was, like Tuesday nights was our guest event. So I'd always make sure I bring guests to my Tuesday nights. And then we had Saturday morning guest event. So I'd make sure I bring guests to that Saturday morning. And then I did one other session on my own. And it was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm making money. I'm meeting people. People are wanting to join my team. I'm sharing the business. It was super great. So I just kind of did that, like just increased my my party thing. And then I tried to work on, meeting new people. So I would put boxes out that said, enter to receive a free pampering session. I would put it out at conferences as a teacher. So I would put one in the 1st grade hall, put one in the kindergarten hall, put one in the 6th grade hall. And then parents that would come for conferences would put their name in the drawing and, receive a free pampering session. So actually in 2018, from March till June, I saw 100 faces in 100 days. And that was like the kickoff into my business. In 2018, I became a director. Super exciting. And I actually earned my car. First, and then became a director in that same month. And so super exciting because I was still working my teaching business. No idea in the world that I would ever quit still till like yesterday. But just working my business on the side and just seeing people and doing parties and having so much fun. And people are like, aren't you exhausted after teaching all day? And I was like, no, I am exhausted. But then I go to my Mary Kay appointments and I'm talking to these women and these ladies and men and women and kids and all these people that are super excited. They're ready to listen. They're ready to change their skin. We're having fun. We're joking. It's like, such a fun time. So anyways, we earned our first car. I became a director just in this whirlwind. And then a friend of a friend was like, hey, I have someone that I'd like to match make you with. So that's when I met my husband that year. You know, they say when like big things happen and you're like focused on yourself and improving yourself, that's when you meet the right kind of person. So I met my husband through that. And I always joke because I met him like the week that I had become a director. And so like 3 weeks in, we picked up our free car and he came to the car party. He met my mom and my whole family. And I was like, wow, you know, this is like just meet everybody right now in my car pickup party. So it was kind of crazy because he met me. He's only known me now as a director. So it was just great. So anyways, fast forward, you know, I just kind of did a little bit with my business and kept just kind of really staying consistent. The one thing I've always done is stay consistent. I never did anything crazy fast. I never did anything wild and I just kind of stay consistent. And so now I've actually going on my 6th year as a director. I've actually earned 3 free cars in Mary Kay. And so, you know, I tell you this because I just started to get my products at half off. And now, you know, I'm doing more with my business and really working towards doing Mary Kay full time. So great thing about our car program is Mary Kay actually pays for the tags, the taxes, the lease, and the insurance. There's just a small portion of insurance that we pay. So I think I pay like $35 or something crazy with my insurance. And I'm like, hey, I'll give anybody $35 if it's to get a free car. So driving that, Mary Kay has also blessed my life so much. During COVID, I was like, how are we going to do this? But Mary Kay was open because they were supplying hand sanitizer to the nurses. So we're able to stay open. We actually had our best year ever during COVID. We learned how to work virtual. We were seeing people all across the United States. We were seeing people at 6 a.m. before the virtual work. We were seeing them late at night. We were seeing people all the time. I was meeting people here and there, masks on, all the stuff, handing out products, dropping the stuff off on the porch. But Mary Kay just kind of just completely like exploded during that time. And so in that time, I saved every little penny that I had for my Mary Kay business. And I was actually able to put a down payment on my house. This is our house of our dreams from my Mary Kay money. I feel like, I'm going to cry just saying it. But it was so cool that I was able to put every dime into my savings during that time. And I was like, what am I going to do with like this extra cash that I'm earning? And then my husband and I started looking for a house because we were both doing virtual. We're in the same, he was in the kitchen, I was in the front room. We were doing virtual. He's a teacher too. We were teaching kindergarten, he's teaching high school. It's like, how are we gonna do this? So we started to look for houses. And the crazy thing is, when the realtor actually, or not the realtor, but like the lender was like, you know, you guys are putting money down on this house and they actually don't believe that you guys have this much money. You both are 2 teachers. Can you show us your bank account that you actually have this money? And I was able to be like, boom, here's $40,000 in my savings that we're putting down on the house payment. And they're like, wow. So it's like, I'm a Mary Kay sales director. Here's my check. Here's what I got to do. So that was super exciting. We would never be able to be here if it wasn't for my Mary Kay business. We would never be able to be here if it wasn't for my Mary Kay business. 2 teachers do not have $40,000 in their savings, nor can we ever get that because you're just kind of living paycheck to paycheck. And you're putting like $50 in your account, in your savings, $50 in your savings, $50 in your savings, and that never really goes anywhere. But when you could put $5,000 this month and $5,000 this month and $2,000 that month, that is when big things happen. So I am so blessed to say that my Mary Kay business has changed my life. And then last year, July 16th, we actually got married. And the best thing ever, we got to split the wedding 3 ways. Mary Kay, me, and Matthew. Mary Kay took a big chunk of the wedding. I joked that Mary Kay paid for the wedding in full. Both of us, Matthew and I, still paid a little bit into the wedding, but Mary Kay did a huge chunk. Same thing. If it wasn't for my Mary Kay business, we would not have had the wedding of our dreams. We got married on the beach in Florida. It was the most amazing place. We had an all-inclusive resort, just with a small group of friends and family. And we literally would not have been able to do that if it wasn't for my Mary Kay business. So that was huge. And so now I'm just looking forward to the next coming years. What my next goal is. My next goal is for us to eventually live in Florida for part of the year, or just go visit family in Florida all the time. Whenever we want, we can pick up and go. And so I just share that with you guys because if it wasn't for my Mary Kay business, wouldn't be able to have all these amazing things. And not even all the things, the people. every person that is my friend and that I could call up right now if something was going on are my Mary Kay friends. I have met so many people, and they really are people that help lift you up. Don't tear you down. Don't say anything negative to you. Just, it's unheard of the relationships that we have in this business. People are all helping to help each other get to the next level. So that is a little bit about my business. My favorite things now are the flexibility. I'm able to work my business when I can. I can work from my home. I can work from wherever. So I love that. I also love the friends that I've met throughout the years. I also love the extra cash. You can't go wrong with extra cash to pay for all these things that we have going on, and have money in the savings. Like I said, I'm super prize oriented, so I'll do anything for prize. Someone's like, oh, you could get I don't know, I have right here, it's Mary Kay prize, but I usually have my jewelry on. But you could earn this, this, and this. You want to do it? I'm like, yes, I'll do anything for a prize. So super prize oriented, flexible. Like I said, you can earn cars and cash. You can earn jewelry. And the best part is you get to be your own boss, and you get to advance at your own time. So, in your job, you might have one manager or one principal or one something, and only one person can be that. Whereas in Mary Kay, you don't have to wait for someone to die or retire. You can get their position at any time. So if you guys want to be a director, I will help train you, and we could all be directors. If we all want to be national sales directors or consultants, whatever we want to be, we can do it. So the possibilities are endless. So thank you again for tuning in and watching this video. And I hope that you heard something that just brings you a little hope today, because the possibilities are endless with Mary Kay, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks. Bye. Hello. One other great thing about this business is we have, well, not one other great thing, a few things that are great about this business is how you can get started. So these are a little bit of fun facts that are about the Mary Kay business. We're actually built by women for women. So we have the heart and culture of Mary Kay. We've been around for 60 years. We have faith first, family second, career third, and we have the amazing Mary Kay Charitable Foundation that we've actually donated towards cancers that affect women and for domestic violence shelter victims to escape that. We have lots of fun and frivolous prizes. We have trips, you can earn diamond rings. There's quarterly prizes, lots of positive friendship and mentorship. Like, the friendships are insane with how people just build you up and help encourage you. There's lots of freedom and flexibility. You got to be your own boss. You got to set your own hours. You prioritize what's important to you. So you get to decide. And the best thing is there's no glass ceiling. You don't have to wait to get a certain paycheck from this and that, or max out. In my teaching job, I actually maxed out in the highest I can get paid. And in Mary Kay, there's no maxing out. I haven't even begun to get to the top of the tip of the iceberg. So there's no glass ceilings. You could really design your life. There's also foundational growth. So you can grow in all areas of your life. You can increase your influence. You get to just have personal and leadership development with Mary Kay and the training that we have. And the best part, well, not the best part, but the finances, 50% profit. There's no fees, there's no territories. All of our training is free. It's on Mary Kay In Touch, which is a portal that all consultants have. Plus, you get mentorship and training from me as your director. Inventory is optional. You can earn up to 4 to 36% team commissions. There's no quotas. The average customer spends about $100. So just think, if you saw 100 faces in 100 days, boom. We also get 50% discount on all of our products and our tax benefits. So those are just a few things that I love about the Mary Kay business. Here are the different ways if this is something that might be interesting to you. We have two different kits. We have one that's a $130 starter kit. You actually get over $400 in full retail products. So you get one time wash set for dry skin, one time wash set for oily skin, combination oily skin, one satin hand set in white tea and citrus, makeup remover, mascara, 5 CC cream foundations to match foundation, translucent powder, plus the flip chart that has a binder you can read through what to say at your parties. You have laminated placemats with the different sets, so you don't have to figure out different prices of things. It tells you right away. You have name cards that you could write on with a little expo marker that also comes with it, so you can have everybody's name at their session. You have a Start Something Beautiful brochure, which is the magazine that helps you every step of the way. Miracles Happen is Mary Kay's autobiography. I 1000% recommend checking that out. Plus all the different brochures. We have different brochures, catalogs, team building flyers, party tray inserts. You get 4 dry erase markers, disposable trays, cloth, sales tickets, profile cards, mascara sample wands, sponge tip applicator so you can do eyeshadows. You have a color card for blue eyes, brown eyes, and hazel and green eyes, and you have a foundation finder tool. So you have everything that you ever needed to get started, and it comes with that cute bag, so you can just walk around from party to party with your cute little bag. You don't have to load a bunch of stuff into your car. And then you can choose the eStart, which is $30, and includes your website, ProPay, and the consultant portal. So that's a good option if you're just looking to kind of customize how you run the business and kind of pick and choose what you want to do. And just know that the 130 has everything that's in the 30. So that's why it's 130, because it's the kit plus the eStart. So that is a little bit about how you can get started. Please let me know if you have any questions, and text your consultant. If you are A means absolutely, I would love to give this a try. With your help, I'm willing to give it a try. That's A. B means maybe, let's get together one-on-one, buy me a cup of coffee, let's meet on Zoom, let's meet in person, whatever. I have a couple more questions. Please answer those questions for me. Or C means could be me down the road, but right now I just want to be a happy customer. So would you be an A, B, or C? All right, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.